fellas.
Congratulations. Yesterday I said you had this look in your eye. I don't even think I saw you blink yesterday. Is there anything you want to say? You started the season out with a whole different team, coming on this team, being a leader. Is there anything that you have to say to that?
God works in mysterious ways. This is the goal at hand. This was the goal when I first signed up to play in the XFL. Didn't know what happened, being on one team, getting traded to another. But really thankful, Coach Stoops and Rick for the opportunity to get traded here and lead this football team, and we're champs.
Hey, Luis. 3 weeks ago in the regular season finale, y'all scored 9 points, and I asked you what was wrong with the offense, and you mentioned the timing being off with you and the receivers and the backs. What can you attribute the quick turnaround offensively in just a couple of short weeks?
Yeah, I think as long as we keep building, and the biggest thing for us, personally, was when you go back and watch the film, all the stuff that was going wrong, it was nothing that they did or the defense did. It was mostly us. If you go back and watch our game against DC the first time, we drive down the field. We're inside the 1 yard line. We can't get in the end zone. Then we have a miscommunication on a pick six where he breaks out. I'm thinking he's breaking in on an option route. And then we go down. Greg brings cover 0. I take a sack. Kicker missed the field because I took him out of field goal range. That has nothing to do with them. That's all about us. And when we go back and guys really believe that, hey, it's about us. If we just execute each and every play to the highest of its potential, we're going to be a good football team.
Luis, congratulations on the win, first of all.
Appreciate it.
For you, with all that you've gone through, all the multiple leagues that you've been a part of, all the teams you've been part of, how much does this championship mean to you to get to the finish line? Yeah,
no, it means the world to me. Like you said, I played in all these spring leagues, and here's the XFL. Thank you to Danny and DJ for the opportunity to come out here and just do it, man. I'm excited. I'm thankful. Thank you for all these guys, man. These really good group of guys in there, like good people, not only players but good people, and it's humbling. It's humbling, and I'm very thankful to be here.
You mentioned that most of your issues were self-inflicted when you first got to Arlington. So when did you start to see that shift where those mistakes were starting to lessen?
Yeah, I think each week we started lessening our mistakes, and it was the message in the locker room, hey, guys, it's about us. It has nothing to do with what they do. It's about us. And when you go back and those guys actually believe it and say, wait, this is actually on us. If we fix it, we could be really good. And then you saw a glimpse of it in DC, right? We put up a lot of yards. And then obviously week 10, we didn't really show anything because we knew we were going to play Houston the next week. And then Houston, we came out firing. So guys really believed, and we were confident that we would really come in here and win the game. Like, we didn't feel like we were underdogs at all because, again, it's about us. And if we execute the plays, we knew we were going to win the game.
Luis, first of all, congrats. It seems like you and Tyler Vaughns, since you guys have been able to link up in Arlington, have really brought the best out of each other. And then we really saw it tonight with some incredible catches, incredible throws. Can you talk about his performance tonight and also the relationship you guys have built?
Yeah, TV's awesome, man. He's a Southern California guy, too. I've thrown with him before, too, so I live in San Diego, and he's in the LA area, so we kind of already knew of each other and thrown a few times, so it was pretty good. We came in and we clicked right away, and he's a phenomenal football player. I mean, you guys can see the catches he makes week in and week out. Week 11, the one-handed catch. Then he had a back shoulder today in the end zone, making a guy. I mean, he's unbelievable. Hopefully he gets a shot in the NFL. But, yeah, he's just a great player.
Yeah, congratulations, Luis. And definitely one of the things that really stuck out to me was the fact that coming into the game in the press conference, you were really dialed in and focused, and that team had the better of you, where most people would kind of be a little, subconscious themselves. What was your mindset saying to yourself that, yeah, they may have gotten me, but I know I'm not out. I can still win? Yeah,
you just got to trust your preparation. I'm very well prepared, and we had 2 weeks to prepare for them. We knew they were going to come out with some different stuff, but for the most part, it was the same stuff. Greg has a really good defense, and he likes the stuff he does, and you can tell what he's comfortable doing in current situations. And, yeah, no, the biggest thing was, again, I also played them 4 times too, right? So I had a good feel for what they were doing, tendencies. I had some pretty good tendencies. But, yeah, no, overall, I mean, they do a phenomenal job on defense. But, again, it goes back to the same thing was, hey, we executed on all cylinders, all 11, making the right play at the right time, and, that's the result of it.
Luis, amazing accomplishment. Obviously, take some time and enjoy it. But what's next in the journey for Luis Perez, and where do you stand on XFL 2024?
We'll see. To be determined. I got to go back and see what's going on with my future. But we'll see. We'll just leave it at that for now.
Luis, third down conversions were really big for you guys tonight. Can you talk about the play calling and the execution from you guys tonight?
Yeah, play calling was outstanding. Coach did a phenomenal job calling plays. He was really dialed in, locked in. We had a nice plan put together to execute. And, again, you can see it. When all guys are clicking, shoot, we're hard to stop.
Luis, we saw you at halftime give an inspirational speech to your team. Where does that leadership come from, and where did that come from for you to speak to your team like that?
Yeah, that just kind of came from the heart. I've been in locker rooms where we're up at halftime and people kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit. And I wanted to make sure that, hey, this thing is not over, especially with these rules now in the XFL where you can go for that 4th and 15. This game's not over. So we got to make sure that we execute. We know what they were going to do. They're a chippy football team. So we got to make sure we keep our composure, hold the football, ball security, all the little things that, seem so seamless but matter so much.
Luis, do you feel that your experience from past leagues has really helped propel you in this success?
Yeah, absolutely. It's my 6th year playing pro football, and again, there's one thing to play football, like actually play in the game, lead men, lead a locker room, than being like a practice squad guy that doesn't really get to play, much. It's so hard to emulate, especially playing quarterback, the pocket movement, pocket manipulation, seeing things on defense, checking plays, like stuff like that. You can't emulate it in practice, So I'm very thankful again for Danny and DJ for this opportunity. Shoot, man, without those guys, man, I'd probably be at home. So I'm really thankful.
Talking about the highs and lows of that game, obviously they hit Josh Hammond on a 78-yarder, and all of a sudden you guys have the ball at the 30-yard line. What's the explanation you got there? And when you're a quarterback and you get the ball at the plus 30, what's going through your head thinking you got to answer?
Yeah, we got to answer. Like, we can't get too caught up in, like, momentum, right? Like, as an offense, we got to stay steady. There's no, oh, my gosh, they just scored. Like, there's none of that going on. There has to be, hey, okay, let's just go score. That's what we've been doing all game. Let's go execute. Again, we do the same thing over and over. If all 11 guys do their job, we're going to go and score, and we did that.
Yeah, and you're the perfect person to speak on this. What I loved about you is your humility and your humbleness. Tell some of the guys that are watching why it's so important to stay humble and have humility to yourself.
Yeah, you got to stay true to yourself. All this MVP, championship, it's great, but, I wouldn't have done it with all these guys in the locker room. The situation I came in where, I think we had a losing, I don't even remember, but I think we had a losing record coming in. The locker room was really good. I was able to just come fit right in. Guys were embraced me very well. Coaches the same way. They believed in me. And that's one of the biggest things is I think when a coach really believes in you and he really trusts in you, it takes the best out of you, and you never lose confidence. And as a quarterback, when you play with confidence, sky's the limit.
One more for me. You've talked in the past about how when you set out to play, you want to go and prove the people that believed in you right. You don't really talk about proving anyone wrong. I'm just wondering how you're feeling in that regard tonight. Do you feel like you proved those people right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we won an XFL Championship. What else is there to do, right? But yeah, again, you don't do it for all the people that don't believe in you, right? You do it for the people that matter, the people that care, the people that love you. And shoot, my family, all my friends. Again, my family sacrificed so much for me to be here and keep pursuing my dream. So without those guys, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, you got MVP, so two-part question. You got MVP, so what did that mean to you? And then the other question is, once you got to the Renegades, the offense, there was an uptick in their production from yards and a points production standpoint. So what did that mean to you when you were seeing the offense get better the second you got into the starting lineup?
Yeah, it was good to see. Coming in, obviously that's the goal when you're coming in a new team. You want to give them a spark. You want to give them some hope. And again, when you give a team confidence, because defense was rolling, first couple of weeks of the season, it was really ran by the defense. And me coming in, again, coaches putting me in the position to succeed, guys around me making their plays. We just started getting better. And then again, when a team plays with confidence, they're really hard to beat. And these last couple of weeks, we really play with a lot of confidence. And going back to your MVP question, it's a great feeling, right? You don't do it for that, but it's a good honor to have. At the end of the day, all I wanted was to be an XFL champ. Good, appreciate it. Thank you guys, appreciate it.